Hello and welcome to News Swarm. Today I'd like you guys to subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. We like to cover the news, whatever news you guys pick in the News Swarm polls. So we already did our what would the new Microsoft acquisition potentially be, and then obviously the runner-up is Steam Deck. What are the devs saying? And behind that, Nintendo Switch OLED. There's this thing called the Thummy. And is New World going to be a success for Amazon? So we're not going to cover those three. We're going to cover Steam Deck. We've already covered the Microsoft acquisition rumors. I will have a link at the end of this video if you want to go check that one out. But here we go. Developers are getting their Steam Decks and giving their initial thoughts and verdicts. And sounds so far like a pretty much a success, because every dev said, okay, look, it's running just fine on here with no changes, except maybe adding controller support. So it sounds like some games required controller support to be added. But the fact that the touchscreen works, it can still be played regardless of adding the controller functionality. So that's cool. I've also noticed that in the background of this picture, you can see the Steam Deck in front of a Switch, a standard Nintendo Switch. And my golly, that thing is massive. But apparently it has joystick connections in this particular picture. So if you look, there's a joystick to the right of the Steam Deck, and apparently that is plugged in. So that's cool. You can support peripherals plugged into it. It's also got, it looks like some kind of maybe AR style game. I'm not sure. But it's described in July as the all-powerful, all-in-one portable PC capable of running the latest AAA games. It's based on Linux, but apparently the entire Steam library is being converted to run on the Steam Deck's internal OS and or made to have a compatibility layer that works well. Phil Spencer has been playtesting with the Steam Deck and said the Xbox games such as Halo feel good and work well. So that's good to know. I believe it was the MCC he tested, which is cool. Imagine portable Halo physically on the console. That is something we should all strive for. I personally am picking up the 649 512 gig NVMe SSD edition of the Steam Deck. I've already put in my reservation and I'm looking forward to it. Now the real question is going to be, how much will the dock be and how well will it scale when you dock it? Will it dock and scale to 4K just no problem? Or are we looking at something like the Switch where it only goes up one level from 720p to 1080p when you dock it? I mean perform well at that level, right? So if you can scale it to 4K, cool. But if it doesn't run well in the docked mode, then it's kind of worthless to even advertise that you can do 4K. But on the other hand, if you dock it and it runs at 4K 30 or 60 FPS, then sweet, that's even better than what the Switch can do, going from 720 to 1080. Now, on the other hand, if you want your frame rates really fast, like 120 or higher, probably going to be limited to 1080p at that point. But, you know, it all remains to be seen. What we do know is that the devs are testing their games. So far, so good. Lots of positive feedback from the devs running their games that currently exist on Steam just fine on the Steam Deck. So, what games are you guys planning to play on your future Steam Deck? Are you planning to get a Steam Deck at all? Comment down below. Let us know what you think about the Steam Deck in general. I think it is really cool, and I'm looking forward to playing it myself, playing games on it myself. I have a huge Steam library that I never get to touch because I pretty much only game on portables with my wife and kids around. So that's pretty much my limitation right now, is gaming on the computer. Not a thing I really do. So the Steam Deck is a huge improvement to my ability to game. So as always, I'm Chris. If you like what we're doing here, make sure you subscribe, like the video, comment down below your thoughts on the Steam Deck, and we'll see you on the next one then. Bye guys.